And the next vocabulary word is interior finish, and it's defined by the National Fire Protection Association as those materials that form the interior surfaces of a wall, ceiling, and floors. Variations of this basic definition are found in some building regulations where countertops, built-in cabinets, and even doors are included in this definition. So basically anything that is on the wall, ceiling, and floors is in that definition. LC50G is the toxicity index method used in most of the first generation tests. It is based on the lethal concentration of smoke in grams, and it's necessarily to cause deaths of 50% of animals in 30 minutes. So it's really important to us as designers. We make sure that when we're designing something, we're aware of the items, and if they make toxic gases that can either kill or harm people. The next one is LOI value, and it's the limiting oxygen index. And this means it's a means of measuring the tendency of a burning fabric to continue burning after the ignition source is removed. So it means that, just remember that it's the tendency of a burning fabric after it has started the fire. The next one is the pill test, and it's a test that is conducted to indicate that a carpet will self-extinguish when exposed to a small incendiary source of fire, such as a lighted cigarette, match, or a burning ember from a fireplace. And later on I have a diagram of how that test actually works, and in the paper it gives a detailed explanation of exactly what they do to carry out that test. The next vocabulary word is the NFPA. It's the National Fire Protection Association, and it's a private voluntary organization, and it develops standards related to the causes and prevention of destructive fires. The next one is non-combustible, and this means that the material meets meets the acceptance criteria of the CAN 4S114 standard method of test for determination of non-combustibility in building materials, material that will not ignite and burn when subject to fire. So you just need to remember that that non-combustible means that it's a material that will not ignite and burn when subject to fire. The next one is passive fire control, and this means it's installing materials that control the spread of fire, such as, but not limited to, doors, fire-rated insulation, and fire walls. And the next one is pyrolysis, and it's the decomposition as a result of heat. Smoldering, and it's the combustion that occurs without a flame, but that is result in smoke, toxic gases, and heat, usually resulting in a charred area. So we just need to remember that it's how much smoke, or it's the smoke, gases, and heat that is in the area. Smoke load. It's the total smoke which could be liberated by the combustion of furnishings and interior finishes in a compartment under prescribed exposure conditions. And the next one is the Steiner tunnel test, and it's the test that's included in the E84. The test was devised to test the comparative surface burning characteristics of a building, materials, and interior finish. The test is designed to simulate the stage 2 or fully developed fire exposure and provides data on the flame spread, fuel contribution, and smoke density. And I also have a diagram of how this test works, and also more information in the packet, like about a page long, about how that works in the process. The next one is the test index, and this explains the products or material being evaluated in the test may be a pass or fail, and may provide a rating based on letters and numbers.